Hello, Internet. Hello, Internet. Hello, Internet. So, today we are going to be pressing New Mutants 98. It's a CBCS 9.2. It might actually take a hit at CGC. There's a problem on the back of it that is it's a big crease at the top right of the book on the back. There's a dent in the front cover I want to remove. There's some spine ticks in the back. I need to look at, there was some denting in the back right on Punisher's crotch, basically. It is Deadpool, so he might have put some dents in Punisher's crotch. So, that being said, as a ha-ha, that was really funny what I just said, so you're welcome. But this is the book, and we are just going to take a look here real quick. I showed this book the other day, I think Monday, and it's been a long week. So that's the dent right there that you can see. And I'm going to use this tool with this tool and some water and just work on that a little bit. Now the back cover, what I was talking about is right here. If I can get it to show up, I'm gonna zoom in real quick and give you a look here. Wheel. Gonna change the camera. Here we go. Okay, getting tight. Tight. All right. So you can see right there, that line. It goes all the way through. It may press out. That's my hope. Like I said, this was a 9.2. Now, other than that, what I was mentioning, there were I had already removed these dents. I did this book a while ago when I cracked it. But there looks like there's still a little dent there, that I'm gonna work on a little bit. And the spine looks pretty decent, honestly. The spine looks, there's a couple here, but I think those are coming out. If we can get this done and get the front dent done, we might have a little book on our hands. And this is always highly sought. Deadpool is a great character, and you can see I got the press. The press is hot, ready to go. I think I might just put it in for a second just to get a little warmth on the book, if I can. Just to warm it up, Buck. I'm about to warm it up, Buck. That's what I was born to do. Taking it back to the 90s. Crisscross. Wiggity, whacked. That's what that is. So, hey. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey. A little toy shot here. Gonna push in on Jabba. Pretty cool. I've been super into the Star Wars toys lately. I'm cyclical in my interests. Like, comic books are great, I love comics. I've got so many of them to work on. Like, I'm not really buying right now, which is stupid because the market is so down. I mean, this is the time to buy, But I didn't really buy much when it was at the peak either. The majority of my collection is from 15 to 19. And the toys were even before that. So, but I do still pick up Star Wars toys. I want to complete, all the ships, all the play sets loose, because I could never afford mint and box on that. But I do want every figure on card. And I picked up a figure yesterday. It's a 45 back sensor scope R2-D2. Never comes available. The C-3PO was thought to not even exist on the 45 card back, but there have been a couple found. So stoked to receive the R2-D2 shipped today. So I will be doing a mail on that when it comes. So, all right. Just gonna pull this out of the hot. I think it's probably had enough time to warm itself. Okay. We're just gonna add a little bit of water here if I can find what I need. Okay, I want to do it with a Q-tip. A friend of mine suggested I get a cough button because I clear my throat so much, and I do clear my throat quite a bit, and I've noticed it, and I hope that I can figure that out. I do have allergies, and I would like to, be better. Tic Tac board, Immaculate Comics, such a cool product. So, just gonna try to get this in here. I want to put some paper over this so that I don't mark. I'm not doing too much pressure here. I'd say about 7 pounds. I just got this this tool here, and I'm not super familiar with it, but I will say it's more comfortable to use than a ball bearing. Like the ball bearing, I think you can get more pressure with the ball bearing, but man, that thing looks like it came out a good bit. So this will have to cold press for a while. There's still a line there that I can see, that's what I've noticed with some creasing that I've had, that like the line just seems impossible to get rid of. I'm actually going to open the book and try to hit that from the interior. I don't like how that opens, I don't think I can get to that from the interior. Like, I don't want to rip the staples. Yeah, I'm not messing with that. It looks better, so that's good. Just come down here. I'm at about 172 degrees on my tack iron. This is a Hanger 9. I don't have the one that is recommended, but I think this works. So just a little figure 8 pattern here. Just kind of hit the paper from every angle, And I've got that Tic Tac board in tight, and they are still there. So just want to add a little bit more water here. I think they actually break color. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just want to get it dry. When I first saw people applying water to comic books, I was just like, what in the world, because water stains are such a thing, and just a little bit goes a long way. That paper brings it in, and it'll work with you. Yeah, unfortunately, there's 3 or 4 color breaks on that, so that's gonna have to do there. Should get this board down under. right. All right. I'm not sure this book is going to get an uptick. I hope it does, but I'm not real sure here. This is, there are some, like this was a on-site grade at Heroes Con that I did in 18 maybe, probably Heroes Con 18, maybe 17. And I didn't know much about condition or grading at that time, or how to press, you know. Like I've got a couple Jimmy Olsen 132s that are filthy, that are signed by Neil Adams and authenticated signatures that I would never ever send today, like without cleaning them. And I'll show them to you eventually, but I think that's an opportunity in the wild. See, that dent is gone now. Like I can definitely see that is gone, which is, this is nice. This is a thank you to comicpresser.com, Barry at comicpresser.com. This is a pottery tool, and man, it's really comfortable to use. It's really comfortable to use. Punisher rules. I have the second appearance of Deadpool. I had the game on Nintendo. The Punisher game was pretty good. I don't remember the Punisher game on Nintendo, but this is it. I never even looked like that was a game ad. I'm just so oblivious to the comics, you know? Okay, that is not what I need. All right, grabbing a chamfered board here. Gonna get this thing pressed nice and tight. Paper. This is my favorite kind of pressing, like high grade stuff. Like I've been trying to learn to do the low grade stuff, you know, and it's kind of frustrating. I love removing water stains. That's really fun to like see a good result, but man, keeping the staples safe is a difficult task. I saw on Rick's channel yesterday, he introduced a new method for removing rust from paper that looks super interesting. That's very needed, but you know, we'll see how the grading companies respond to that, if it leaves anything. It looks really cool. Like his testing and stuff is just so, he's a scientist, so he's so thorough, you know. Scientific method really isn't that old. The scientific method isn't that old, like when you compare it to like religion, you know. I think I want to do the top down on this book, because the back is where a lot of the problems are. All right, we're getting somewhere now. Oh, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Okay, so we're going in here. Oh. Boop, boop. And we're off. Okay, so now I want to show you a book that is interesting and something that I may need some help with, but it's a big bronze key. It's a big Bronze Age key. So here we go. This is my copy of Amazing Spider-Man 129. And it's beautiful. Like, It's amazingly square. The corners are all beautiful. There's one crease down on the lower left side that you can sort of see right there. So that, but I think that presses out. Like, I think that's a press out deal. What the problem is with this book is some technical staining, okay? To me, this looks like printer's ink. Like, there is no, you can see staining right here, okay? I think I did have this book pressed and cleaned, and so there's a little bit of color loss in the L. But up here, you can see there's red in that white smoke. There's a bunch of red. All through the white smoke, there's like all this red ink around it. I think had some splatter, you know. Spider-Man's suit has a little bit of color loss on it. But it's a 6.5. And like, it's one of the greatest looking 6.5s I've ever seen. But they're so hard on staining, you know, like this thing looks 9.2, you know, like I wouldn't expect this to be a 6.5. Like, it's just so nice, man. It's so square. Like, look at these corners. And there's no creasing, you know. It's an amazing book. But this little bit of staining down here is a big problem. So this is something I want to get good enough to tackle. Like, the staples are just tight and nice. It's a really sweet, like the back, you know, like there is a little crease at the top here. That again, I think we could work on that. Like, we can definitely flatten that out. There's a little bend here. I want to work on this book. And I will work on it eventually. All right. Well, so yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get this out of the press and put it in the cold press. We are going to work today on some books. I haven't done any work for a couple days on books. I had some other things going on. So I'm happy to be back in the studio. The studio was a mess. I did get it cleaned up a little bit. And I got a new monitor on the way. And so, you know, trying to create 100 videos. And then after 100, I will reevaluate what's going on and where I'm at. And hopefully the channel will grow in the meantime. And I'm looking forward to creating some lower thirds and some banners and some overlays and just be a more professional looking channel. And, you know, I like the tech side as much as I like the comic book side. So there's a new camera coming out in May that I want to get. And so this week I did purchase a new monitor and a R2-D2. So big week on the eBay. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Tune in tonight at 8 o'clock and I'll be doing some more work. Maybe we'll get to see some improvement on that New Mutants 98. Have a great day.